Yes, sir.
So McCulloch, you're somebody who's had his record questioned by many members of the community with cases that have happened in the past. So, how do you feel making this, announcing this decision, and what message do you think it sends to the community that says that they have had numerous members of that community, young, predominantly black males, killed by police with impunity? What kind of message do you think this decision says to them?
Well, a much better message than what you're sending, that young men being killed with impunity. They're not being killed with impunity. We look at every case that comes through, whether they're young black men or young white men. We've had young white men who tragically have been killed by police officers in situations. And we look at each and every one of those and hopefully learn from each and every one of those how to avoid being in that situation in the future, whether it's a justified shooting. So I think that's what has to go. And I think that the people in the community, they need to make their voices heard, and they need to address those issues so that we get those issues so that we're never in this position again. Yes, sir.
I think people looking at this from around the country are going to be struck by the fact that there is not a single law in the state of Missouri that protects and values the life of this young man who unquestionably was shot and killed dead. There's no dispute about that by the police officer. What do you say to people who wonder, is there something wrong with the laws here that allows this to happen, that after this happens says we just move on, essentially, and that this is justice? Is this really justice? Or is there something wrong with the laws in the state that would say that this is okay?
It's another question that really I don't have an answer to that question, that what's wrong with the law. There are no laws to protect this. Every law out there is to protect the safety of every individual, regardless of their age and regardless of their race. And so if those laws are not working, then we need to work to change them. And that's about all that we can. That's not all of it, but that's what we should be doing. And that's where this needs to go.